Hello and welcome back. In our last video, we created Kali Linux and we installed guest editions so that we could use features such as full screen, etc. In this video, we're going to add a user so that we're not always using root. As you can see here, we are currently logged in as root. We don't want to do that all the time, especially if we're browsing the internet. We don't want our super user on our machine doing everyday mundane tasks. So we're going to separate that and add a little bit of security. So to add a user, it's as simple as that. We're going to add user, and we're going to give it a name. I'm going to call mine test. You can call yours whatever you want. So we've added a user, we've added a group for that user, and we've created a home directory for that user. We're going to give it a password. Again, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to call it test. You use whatever password you'll remember. But this next step, we don't really care about a full name, work location, things like that. This is a virtual machine. It's not going to be tied to any corporate network. We don't need any information for this, so I'm just going to hit enter. Full name, room number, work phone, home phone, etc. We don't care about that. So it is correct because it is blank. So at that point, we've got a new user. That's all it took. But let's go ahead and prove it. So I'm going to log out as root, and I'm going to log in as our new test user. Now, because I'm full screen, this might look a little wonky in the recording. Hopefully not. So I'm going to click and drag up. Log in as another user. Username is test. Password is also test. And we will now log into that brand new user. This may take a few moments the first time you jump in. Hopefully it will not take too long. Okay, it's coming online now. There we go. So just very briefly, let's prove that we are logged in as test. So we're going to open the terminal, and the first thing you'll see is that we are now logged in as test. So if I wanted to do something like reboot, the command does not exist for a non-super user. So we could, if we wanted to, log in as root, and so now we switch to root. We could do it that way. But we're not going to do that now. We've proven that we've created a non-root user so that if we wanted to run a command that we didn't mean to, reboot's just a simple one. There are plenty of commands that can really mess up your machine when you don't mean to run them. So root gives, separating our daily tasks with our root user will protect us from mistakes like that. Thank you for joining.